I work with a lot of women who think that they have a healthy relationship with capacity, and then I look at their schedule, and those two things do not match up. So today I want to talk about what having an honest relationship with capacity actually looks like. Welcome to your daily hit of grace and grit, your quick dose of inspiration to kickstart your day. I'm Courtney Townley, and here is today's hit. So one of the most common things I hear from a lot of the women that I work with is some version of, I'm managing, I'm getting through, I'm keeping up, I'm surviving. And what I want to gently offer is this: enduring is not the same thing as having a healthy relationship with capacity. A healthy relationship with capacity means getting really honest about the resources you actually have available, not the ones you wish you had. Not the ones you had 5 years ago, not the ones your colleagues seem to have or your best friend seems to have. The ones that are actually present and available to you right now in this body, in this season, with this amount of sleep, this stress load, these hormones, these responsibilities. Most of us are not doing honest math around that. We are doing aspirational math. And the gap between aspirational math and reality math is where the exhaustion and resentment and the quiet sense of failure really reside. I can tell a tremendous amount about a woman's relationship with her own capacity by looking at her schedule. So when someone is committed to more than any human being could reasonably accomplish in a day, that's not just ambition, okay? I hear a lot of women try to rationalize that it's ambition. I would go so far as to say it's kind of a delusional relationship with their own capacity. It tells me that somewhere this person has decided not only that her worth is tied up in how much she can produce, or that she's afraid of what it means to say no, or that she genuinely does not know what her actual resources are because she's overriding her body's signals for so long that she can no longer hear them. I want to be compassionate here because I've lived this too. So please do not hear that as a judgment. I know exactly what it feels like to pack a schedule so full that there's no margin, there's no buffer, there's no space to exhale. And I know the story that makes that feel necessary. If I slow down, things will fall apart. If I do less, I'm less. There's just so much to do. What are people going to think if I can't get it all done? But that story is not true. It's just really loud. It's a lot of noise. An honest relationship with capacity starts with a few uncomfortable questions. What does my energy actually look like at the end of a typical day? Not what I want it to look like. What's actually there? Am I finishing my days feeling reasonably satisfied and ready to rest, or am I collapsing into the evening with absolutely nothing left to give? Now, if you do that once in a while, great, that's fine. No big deal. But if that's how you're living every day, I think that's something to examine. Another great question to be asking is, when I say yes to something new, what am I actually saying no to? Because the yes and the no happen together, whether we acknowledge it or not, right? By saying yes to something, I'm also saying no to something. By saying no to something, I'm probably making room to say yes to something else. Another great question: am I committing to things based on who I am right now, or based on some ideal version of myself that has more energy, more time, and more bandwidth than I actually have? That's a tough question, because I think when we get really honest, we realize that we're kind of organizing ourselves, organizing our days based on a version of ourselves that doesn't even exist. So I get it that these questions, they're not comfortable, but they are the entry point to a relationship with your capacity that is honest rather than aspirational. And from that honesty, you get to start making decisions that actually serve you. So your capacity, if you don't have much right now, you don't have a lot of capacity for much, that's not moral failing. It's a reality. It's just intel. And honoring that is some high-level self-care. When you move from your actual capacity, I think that's some of the most sophisticated self-leadership available to you. The women I see thriving are not the ones doing the most. They are the ones who know exactly what they have to give, protect their resources fiercely, and say no with confidence to everything else. Look at your schedule this week through the lens of honest capacity. Where are you overcommitting? Where are you saying yes when your actual resources are screaming, girl, we don't have time for this. This is not a good idea. Start there. If this stirred something inside of you, imagine what a whole book of clarity and courage could ignite. The Consistency Code, a midlife woman's guide to deep health and happiness, goes even deeper into the mindset and practices that create real, meaningful change at midlife. Grab your copy today over at theconsistencycode.com and keep the momentum alive.